Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ron Simplified Myers, your uplifting life partner. Just wanted to come talk to you real quick about the idea that sex makes you a man. It ain't true. Now, I was taught that when I was young by men who taught me the more women you get, you the man, and go out here. Someone will teach you about planting your seeds. And guys, you guys need to quit planting your seeds because here's the key. If you're not going to take responsibility for the consequences that could occur, which is a child, then you shouldn't be out there. It's an adult act. And that's really what you'll hear me say in my videos is that sex is an adult act. And when I'm saying adult, I'm talking about a mentality. You have to be willing to understand what you have to understand, not willing. You need to understand that there's consequences that are tied to sex. Again, why I call it an adult act. Diseases are possible, but more importantly, there's a possibility of bringing another human being into this world. And some of you think that's cool. It's not. If you can't take care of that child, whether because you're not financially in a position, you're not mentally in a position, your seed shouldn't be here walking around. You're not blessing the world by putting more people on the planet that aren't being taken care of. So you need to understand that if you're not ready mentally, physically, financially to take care of what is possible, not that it's happened, what is possible if you're not in a position to take care of the consequences, then quit doing the act. Now, I know a lot of guys you're going to hear, especially men, going to hear this video, Ron, don't listen to that, Ron crazy. Folks, I'm just telling you, you follow what you want to. My whole idea of everything that I want to teach is we got to quit programming bad stuff. And this is bad stuff that we're programming into young guys, teaching them that in order to be a man, the more women you go to bed with makes you a man. No, it doesn't. It makes you an irresponsible child. It proves that you are a boy and not a man. And I know that's harsh, but it's real. Just sleeping around with everything that moves around does not make you a man. It makes you irresponsible because there is a consequences tied to the action or possible consequences. Aside from, and more importantly, is the emotions that are involved with the person that you have it with. I can look back now because I didn't practice this because I was told it makes you a man. So I was out there being stupid. I can only sit back and imagine what role I played in helping some women lose their self-doubt or their identity or whatever because maybe they had feelings for me or were looking for something else, but I was out there just trying to prove I was a man. Folks, from a humanistic perspective, there's so much more involved in sex than just the act itself. In our society, we love to say, well, I was making love. No, you're not. You're having sex. There's a sexual act. And quit trying to tie love to it to make it sound better as you're sleeping around. The key is, I think, when you're with someone that you really are ready to make those next level with, talking marriage and that's when that even becomes a thought process. Just to sleep around, folks. I mean, guys, again, I know I'm going against totally, and I know a lot of guys are going to hear this and go, you're going against the man code. I don't have a problem with that. Forget the man code. The man code has got us where we are today, which is pretty bad in my eyes as far as the way men are perceived. We're basically told that, when guys sleep around, they're just being a man. That's insulting to me personally, guys. I don't know about you. That's insulting. Because what you're basically saying is we're animals and we have we can't be tamed. And for some of you, you may like that idea. I don't. It's offensive. And that's why I tell people don't put me in that category. If that's your definition of men, then take me out of that definition. I don't want to be classified, even those guys of you that believe that that's what makes you a man. Then I don't want to be in your idea of what a man is because that's not what a man is. A man is a person that takes responsibility for his actions. And just sleeping around with just anybody is irresponsible. Therefore, you can't take responsibility being irresponsible. unless you stop. Then you're taking responsibility. You can recognize that you're irresponsible and become responsible. But you can't keep doing it and say you're a responsible person. Because, folks, I believe how you do some things is how you do all things. And if you're out there deceiving, just laying around with just anybody, telling them anything you can to get them to sleep around, it carries into every other thing in your life aside from sex. So it's about integrity. I really believe in integrity. You'll hear me talk about that all the time. I talk to all the young men that I mentor about keep it in your pants. I know that's not what you've been taught. I know, again, a lot of guys are going to hear that, especially older guys. But what are you telling guys? Keep it in your pants. If you're not ready mentally, physically, financially, and all the other things to take that next step after what the consequences that occur, quit taking the action. As you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It's my opinion. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.